From the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, it's time for Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl. Do not adjust your set. We did indeed adjust ours. We have shiny new team podiums and a new host. My name is Brad Fisher. That name may sound familiar. I have helped on the show as a judge over the years. I've been a Quiz Bowl coach and question writer, and I'm thrilled to be here as Season 10 climbs to its final. Let's meet our teams. First, the Pecatonica Indians. Back in February, we saw Pecatonica knock off last year's defending champions. Plenty of people calling it an upset, but not so much. Don't say that to the purple and gold. Let's go ahead and meet their team. Becca is captain. Introduce.
Hi, I'm Becca. We're coached by Mrs. Daly. To my far right is Gavin. To my right is Marshall. To my left is Tyler.
Welcome, welcome. Good luck. Facing off against the Byron Tigers. Byron is in familiar territory. This is their 6th Elite 8 appearance in 9 years. And what got the Tigers here was a solid lightning round. Best of luck to the team. George, you're the captain. Introduce.
I am George. I am the captain, coached by Mr. Kirk. On my far left is Evan, my close left is Hayden, and on my right is Ben.
Welcome, welcome. Pecatonica versus Byron's a classic Northern Illinois matchup, and this is their 3rd matchup on State Line Quiz Bowl. The record so far is 1-1. Here's the tiebreaker. And we'll start with the Rockford University buzzing round. So teams, fingers on buzzers. You know the rules by now. 10 points for correct answers. If your team buzzes in and gets it wrong, I'll finish the question. The other team has a chance to steal. Do wait to make sure that you're recognized, to make sure that we can hear your answers loudly and clearly. Best of luck. Here we go. What organization, led by former Governor Charlie Baker, was ruled to be subject to antitrust laws in 2021, enabling NIL deals for its student athletes? That is Pecatonica. Tyler.
The NBA.
Sorry, no. I'll continue for Byron. And George.
The NCAA.
The NCAA is correct. College sports. Next question. What novel in which Robert elopes with Edward's fiancée, Lucy Steele, is named after the Dashwood sisters' contrasting traits and was written by Jane Austen? That is Becca.
Pride and Prejudice.
Sorry, no. Byron, chance to steal. George?
The Catcher in the Rye.
Sorry, no. Pride and Prejudice right there. Just missed the coin flip a little bit. Sense and Sensibility. We'll go on to the next question. What Nintendo series, whose newest entry is a mixed reality game subtitled Home Circuit, features Mushroom... That is Byron. Ben.
Mario Kart.
That's the Mario Kart series, Mushroom Gorge and Rainbow Road. What unsaturated hydrocarbons, the simplest of which have N carbons and 2 N hydrogens, are characterized by their carbon-carbon double bond? That is Byron. George.
Alkenes.
Alkenes is correct for 10 points. Next question. Collard greens and kale are rich in what element found in hydroxyapatite that is the most abundant metal in the human body? That is Byron. Ben.
Iron.
Sorry, not iron. Pecatonica, chance to steal. Go for it, Tyler.
Zinc.
Zinc's a good guess. Sorry, no, though. Calcium. Calcium. Next question. What word refers to the amount of ethanol present in an alcoholic beverage or a mathematical process for that is Byron. Hayden.
Proof.
Proof is correct, demonstrating a statement's truth. 10 points. What device's compound type, which uses both an objective lens and an eyepiece to achieve high magnification? That is Pecatonica. Gavin.
Microscope.
Microscope is correct, used to study small objects. 10 for Pecatonica. What class, the privileged side in the conflict of the orders, held most political power in early Rome? And that is Becca.
Patricians.
Patricians is correct, distinguished from the plebeians. 10 points. What South American country's first president was Johan Ferrier, who renamed the country in 1975 following its independence from the Netherlands? That is Tyler.
Suriname.
Suriname is correct, formerly known as Dutch Guiana. 10 for Pecatonica. What transition metal, whose carbide is almost as hard as diamond, is used in, that is Hayden.
Tungsten.
Tungsten's correct, named after the Swedish for heavy stone. Next question. Savaii and Upolu are islands in what Pacific archipelago? A nation whose capital is Apia. That is Ben.
Hawaii.
Sorry, no. Pecatonica, chance to steal. That is Tyler.
Micronesia.
Micronesia, no, sorry. Good guesses there. This is Samoa. Not American Samoa, regular Samoa. Next question. What process of biodegrading organic matter aerobically produces a namesake product that can be used as humus or fertilizer? Gavin.
Decomposition.
Sorry, no. Byron, chance to steal. Time up there, going for composting. Next question. What animated film series, whose 5th installment was subtitled Collision Course, featured, that is Pecatonica Marshall?
Ice Age.
That's the Ice Age series for 10 points for Pecatonica. And that's the last toss-up of the quarter. We've got a very close score, Pecatonica on 40, Byron on 50 as we go into our volleyball round. Stick around. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. We're about to start the volleyball round, but before we do, a very special thank you to our judge today, Space Case Sarah. Sarah Treadwell is a NASA and JPL ambassador, a fantastic science communicator, and a wonderful fan of the show. Sarah, thank you so much for spending some time with us, making sure we get everything right. Speaking of getting things, oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do applause. Love it. So on to the volleyball round. Teams, this is a conferring round. You'll get to work together, you'll get to confer, and you'll get to give one answer as by the captain. Make sure the captain gives the answer so that we have it loud and clear. Pecatonica, your captain is Becca, Byron, your captain is George, and Byron, due to the coin flip, you will start off the round with this question. What holiday, which names anti-conscription riots in Quebec in 1918 and a 1916 uprising against British rule of Ireland, follows the 40 days of Lent?
Ash Wednesday.
Sorry, no, going for Easter there. A bit of conferring there. No worries. Back to Pecatonica. In the Roy Lopez opening in chess, both players' second moves involve moving what piece, which must always move multiple spaces?
Knight.
Knight is correct for 10 points. Pecatonica ties the game. Back to Byron. What island, which is south of the Aeolian Islands, is home to Syracuse and Palermo and lies across the Strait of Messina from the boot of Italy?
Sicily.
Sicily is correct. Largest Italian island for 10 points. Back to Pecatonica. What equation, named for a German chemist, determines the reduction potential of a redox reaction based on concentration and temperature? Time up there. That's a challenging chemistry question. That's the Nernst equation. Back to Byron. What word follows South China Morning in the name of a major Hong Kong newspaper and in the name of a Jeff Bezos-owned paper follows Washington?
Post.
Post is correct. Journalism question there. Back over to Pecatonica. In the treaties of Aigun and Peking, China ceded territory along the Amur River to what country, including this country's modern-day city of Vladivostok?
Russia.
Russia's correct. A lot of challenging stuff there, but Vladivostok is a very good clue. Back to Byron. What organization was opposed by William Borah's Irreconcilables and by Henry Cabot Lodge, who kept the U.S. from joining it after World War I?
League of Nations.
League of Nations is correct, followed by the United Nations. Back to Pecatonica. The 17th century Castillo de San Marcos is in what Florida city, the oldest continuously inhabited European settlement in the continental U.S.?
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine is absolutely correct, 10 points. Back to Byron. What lake, which contains Michipicoten Island and Isle Royale, drains via the St. Mary's River into Lake Huron and is the largest of the Great Lakes?
Lake Superior.
Lake Superior is correct for 10. Back to Pecatonica. What Italian composer wrote the aria Una furtiva lagrima and adapted a Walter Scott novel for his opera Lucia de Lammermoor?
Birdie.
Gaetano Donizetti. And back to Byron. What author of the story The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas wrote the novel The Left Hand of Darkness, as well as a fantasy series set in Earthsea?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Sorry, no. It's a good guess there. That's Ursula K. Le Guin. And that's at the end of our volleyball round. Still a close game. Byron up 90-70 over Pecatonica now. We'll have the lightning round to change scores next. But before we change scores, we will have the Bergstrom bonus question, which you at home get to enjoy right now.
Lincoln Financial Field, home of the NFL Eagles, is located in one Pennsylvania city.
Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. We've got a fantastic close game so far. Pecatonica on 70, Byron on 90. Before we change those scores, let's go ahead and resolve the Bergstrom bonus question. Here is this week's question. Lincoln Financial Field, home to the NFL's Eagles, is located in what Pennsylvania? That is Pecatonica. Olivia.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is correct. Pecatonica is the winner of the Bergstrom bonus question. Our producer requires a wrestling reference each year. We're happy to oblige. A reminder that WrestleMania 40 going down next weekend in the city of brotherly love. Make sure you get your pay-per-view. And enjoy the fact that we don't have to have pay-per-view for our next segment, the Nika IBEW Lightning Round, coming up next. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. It's time for the Nika IBEW Lightning Round in this fantastic game between Pecatonica and Byron. Due to the coin flip, Pecatonica, you're going to have the first control of the lightning round. Once you've picked your category, you'll have 60 seconds to get through as many as 10 questions. They're each worth 10 points, so you could get 100 points in this round on your own. Any questions you don't get, Byron will have a chance to steal. You'll have 30 seconds of your own to give your answers for those. And then we'll do another one for Byron. Pecatonica, your categories this week are Civil War battles, SEM, and alliterative people.
Alliteratives, that'd be like. Yeah. So, I say not this one because we did not do it. Which one do you want? 3, I guess. Because I don't know what's alliterative. Yeah. We're going to go with number 3.
Alliterative people it is. Okay. Here we go. Here are your instructions. Give the surnames of these people whose names are alliterative. So very simple. I'll give you some clues. You give the surname. Ready for your 60 seconds? And Byron, ready for your 30. Here we go. Italian explorer who commanded the Santa Maria in 1492.
Columbus.
Correct. Spanish painter of Guernica.
Picasso.
Correct. Italian who discovered Jupiter's 4 largest moons. The first name is also acceptable.
Galileo.
Galileo Galilei. Daughter of Kris Jenner, formerly married to the rapper Ye.
Kardashian.
Correct. Dictator who controlled Spain from 1939 to 1975.
Franco.
Correct. Irish author of Finnegan's Wake and Dubliners.
No answer. Skip.
German whose namesake SI unit is the reciprocal of the second.
Skip.
Star of the movies Falling for Christmas and Mean Girls.
Lohan.
Is correct. Composer of South Pacific and Oklahoma.
Who did Oklahoma? Skip.
French philosopher who was the chief editor of the Encyclopédie. And time is up there. We got 6 correct for 60 points added to your score. Byron, 4 options left on the bounce back. So 30 seconds. Are you ready? There we go. 30 seconds starting now. Irish author of Finnegan's Wake and Dubliners.
Joyce.
Is correct. German whose namesake SI unit is the reciprocal of the second.
Hertz.
Is correct. Composer of South Pacific and Oklahoma.
Pass.
Pass. French philosopher who was chief editor of the Encyclopédie.
Voltaire.
Sorry, no. We'll back up to composer of South Pacific and Oklahoma.
Do you think it's Descartes? No, it's Rene, so it's not Descartes. French people. It's not French. Any French.
Time's up there. Good confirming. Nothing coming to mind. That's all right. The composer of South Pacific and Oklahoma is Richard Rogers and Hammerstein. And the French philosopher who edited the Encyclopédie is Denis Diderot. So, 20 points there for Byron and a lightning round of your own. Would you prefer Civil War battles or SEM?
SEM.
SEM. So, as you could probably guess, the instructions are, give the following answers that begin with the consecutive letters SEM. So, 60 seconds on the clock. Pecatonica, ready for your 30 on the bounce back. Here we go. Punctuation connecting independent clauses.
Semicolon.
Correct. A half of the school year.
Semester.
Correct. Spanish for week.
Semana.
Correct. School for educating future clergy.
Seminary.
Correct. Language family that includes Hebrew.
Semitic.
Correct. Material that partially resists electric current.
Semiconductor.
Correct. Latin motto of the Marine Corps.
Semper Pratus.
What? Semper Pratus.
Sorry, no. Flour made from durum wheat.
Pass.
Mother of Dionysus.
Pass.
Communication system that uses flags.
Pass.
Back up to flour made from durum wheat.
Pass.
Mother of Dionysus.
Pass.
Communication system that, and that's time. 6 correct for 60 points on your score. Pecatonica has 4 coming your way. 30 seconds. Ready? Here we go. Latin motto of the Marine Corps.
Semper Fi.
Prompt
Semper Fidelis.
is correct. Flour made from durum wheat.
Skip.
Mother of Dionysus.
Skip.
Communication system that uses flags.
Skip.
Back up to flour made from durum wheat.
Skip.
Mother of Dionysus
Samila.
is correct just in time. 10 points.
I did
Very
not.
nicely pulled.
I made that up.
The last two that no one got, the flour is semolina flour, and the communication system that uses flags is semaphore. We would have accepted if you'd found some flags and started doing that whole thing. Probably would have taken more than 30 seconds though. At the end of our lightning round, we have another close game. Pecatonica 150, Byron 170. That's a 1-question gap in the Mercy Health Final Challenge coming up right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. We've got Byron 170, Pecatonica 150. It's all to play for in the Mercy Health Final Challenge. Toss-ups in this round are worth 20 points, so this is a 1-question gap. Best of luck to both teams. Fingers on buzzers, and remember that wait to be recognized to give your answer. Best of luck. Toss-up 1. In 2022, Ryan North started writing comic books featuring what group of Marvel Comics heroes whose headquarters is the Baxter Building? That is Gavin.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four is correct. 20 points and a tie game. Next question. What African country, which controls Pemba and Mafia Islands, also controls the semi-autonomous province of Zanzibar, which is north of that is Tyler.
Tanzania.
Tanzania is correct, north of Dar es Salaam. Pecatonica takes the lead. What company, based in Toulouse, France, makes the A380, the world's largest commercial airliner? Tyler.
Airbus.
Airbus is correct, rivals of Boeing for 20 points. In the 2023 NBA playoffs, what franchise, led by Jalen Brunson and that is Marshall?
New York Knicks.
New York Knicks is correct. Next question. What Titan, whose many nymph daughters included the Pleiades and Calypso, was condemned to, that is Byron Ben.
Andromeda?
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Pecatonica. Allie.
Atlas.
Atlas is correct, condemned to stand in the far west of the world and hold up the heavens. Next question. What massive freshwater lake in eastern Siberia that is Pecatonica Tyler?
Baikal.
Lake Baikal, the world's deepest lake, 20 points. What color describes a mist in Jackson Pollock's #1 1950, as well as an anti-gay political scare of the 1950s? That is Byron Ben.
Red.
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Pecatonica. And a haze in a 2022 Taylor Swift song. That is Allie.
Lavender.
Lavender is correct. Lavender, mist, scare, and haze. 20 points. Next question. What process, regulated by the enzymes hexokinase and phosphofructokinase, produces pyruvate and is the first step of aerobic respiration? That is Ben.
The Krebs cycle?
Sorry, no. Back over to Pecatonica. And Allie.
The Calvin cycle.
Sorry, no. Both great guesses. This is glycolysis. Next question. What woman who, in a 1776 letter, told her husband to remember the ladies, that is Pecatonica Tyler?
Abigail Adams.
Abigail Adams is correct, became the second First Lady. What CBS Evening News anchor, who used the catchphrase, "and that's the way it is," held back tears as he announced John F. Kennedy's assassination? Time in before the buzzer there, sorry. A little before your time, Walter Cronkite. Next question. What author wrote about Mrs. Manson Mingott, whose granddaughter, Ellen Olenska, falls in love with Newland Archer in her novel, The Age of Innocence? That is Ben.
Bronte.
Sorry, no. Pecatonica, chance to steal. Time's up there, and time's up there. Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton. And so with a final score of Pecatonica 310, Byron 170. Pecatonica, congratulations. Giving the crowd a lot to cheer for as Pecatonica has clinched its first berth in our Final Four. Congratulations. Byron, fantastically played all season long and today. Who among you is seniors? Excellent, so we'll see all of you next year. Excellent again. And thank you so very much for watching. We'll hope to see you again next week. Take care.